Now, I understand that looks are obviously important, and there's a big community online that stresses the importance that looks are basically everything, right? If you're in the black pill community and you're some psycho extremist black pillar, you're kind of doomed because you literally believe that your looks are the be all and end all of you getting laid and of finding a good quality woman. Now, why would you ever dismiss the other factors that, from what I've experienced, are not equally as important, but also very important? There are different factors that make you attractive, okay? Looks is one of them. And it's definitely a central core pillar of being an attractive man. I do not deny that. But it's not the priority. Don't make it the priority. And here's the reason why. You can't change your genetics unless you're planning to go to Turkey and get some full-on makeover and spend $200,000 on getting limb lengthening surgery, becoming taller, and changing your face, because they can literally do that, right? If you have enough money, you can literally change your face, your eye color, and your height. Like, this is insane, but it's possible. So unless you're planning to do that and completely change how you look, and I'll do another video talking about how I actually feel about people who will go ahead and do that kind of surgery, right? I'll make my thoughts very clear on that. I am absolutely against that sort of behavior. However, some people will go to those extremes to get extreme results. You do you. What you should also be placing an emphasis on is being a somebody, right? Being interesting, being a character, having social status, making some money, having a job you like, being a person of value to society, right? By being at some of the best parties and some of the best places when I spend time in Miami, what I'll tell you is that the best looking guys are not necessarily with the best looking girls. That is not the case. In fact, Miami's a bit twisted because it's all the older rich guys that are with a lot of the young, hot girls. And he said young. Who's young? Some Chinese girl in Miami? No. So the point is that the hottest girls are not necessarily with the hottest guys in places like Miami. They're with the guys of the highest status, which is equally difficult to obtain in comparison to making a shit ton of money, right? So you should really be focusing on other aspects of your life apart from your looks solely. Because I tell you what, if you get this surgery and suddenly you look like an 8 or 9 out of 10 guy, you will still be disappointed. You will still be disappointed with your results and the direction that your life takes. Do you think your life is drastically going to change because you've gone and changed all your looks and all of a sudden you're this different person? No. You have to change it internally in your heart and in your mind. There are so many different factors to really being the best possible version of you as a man, right? You still have to work out. You still have to have a brain. You still have to be smart. You still have to have good conversation. You still have to be intelligent. You still have to have game and know how to seduce women and talk to them and be an interesting somebody. And I don't know what you do, but just be a somebody in your field, a poet, a DJ, a writer, an investment banker. Be a somebody that work on you actually adding value to society, whether you're a YouTuber. I don't care what it is you do. You can even be the best streamer for a particular game. At least that's you. That's your identity. As long as you don't look like a complete ugly dweeb, you still have to have your shit together in terms of looks. You can still work on grooming yourself. And looksmaxing is another thing the community talks about, and I completely agree with the term looksmaxing. You should be trying to look as best as you can. But stop making it an absolute sole priority in your life. There are other aspects that also make you an attractive man. Looksmaxing is important. Black pillars are absolutely psychotic people. Right? You don't want to be a black pillar. You want to be aware of black pill and have an understanding. It's funny, a black pill, and I'm wearing a black t-shirt. I'm not a black pillar at all. You should have an understanding that looks are obviously important and black pill exists. Yes, you should have an understanding of that. You should know that. Therefore, you should look as best as you possibly can, right? Nice hair, beard, and nice clothes, and have some style to you. And sure, if you've got like, if you've got a proper massive deformity and you've got a few $1,000s and you're flying to Turkey, look, sure. You can change and adapt and tweak and optimize a couple of things about you. Hair transplant, yeah, you're allowed. I'm thinking about doing it in a few years' time. You know, getting some nose surgery. I'm even considering doing that and fixing this little hook that I've got on my nose. Right? It's never caused me a problem in the past, but just optimizing how I look as I get older as a guy. Optimizing, not changing the whole look. Right? Luckily, I'm tall enough and I'm built enough to not have to change any of that shit. But my face isn't exactly perfectly symmetrical. I'm not the best looking dude walking down the street. When I dress up and I groom, I'm handsome. And I'm aware of that. And I know where I sit along the scale. But I also know that the other shit makes a massive difference. Status, intelligence, money, right? Frame, masculine frame, seduction skills, conversation skills, friendship groups, things that you do, places that you go, lifestyle. Massive array of things make you attractive apart from just purely your looks. So if you go and change your looks and you think, when I'm good looking and I'm an 8 out of 10 looking guy, from a 4, suddenly everything's going to be amazing for me. Watch my life transform. Your life's not going to transform drastically. It's a little boost along the many different factors that you need to have. It's a little boost. What you should be doing is boosting all of them ever so slightly. So therefore, I work on my looks. I am looksmaxing. Yes, I do want to optimize. Yes, I'm working on my money. I'm working on my intelligence. I read. I want the wisdom. Yes, I work on my conversation skills. Yes, I work on my speaking skills. Yes, I'm working on becoming a DJ. I've got a separate channel. And I'm working on being someone and working on my passions, and maybe I'll be DJ. I have DJed at great parties, but maybe I'll DJ even bigger parties in the future. Therefore, further elevating my social status, right? So there are all the little things that I'm going to work on, and therefore you should be working on similar on all the different aspects to improve yourself outward as a guy. Focusing purely on your looks is going to land you in a dark circle, and you cannot change your genetics. It's just the way it is, and you have to accept that. Some men are Chad 8, 9 out of 10. Some men are 4. Some men are 5. Some men are 3. And they have a whole load more work to do. But the first thing you want to be doing, and absolutely never, ever, ever, ever give up on your chances in this life. Because I've seen some seriously ugly dudes with some unbelievably hot women. So it does exist, and it could be you.